Hi everyone, welcome to day 4 out of 30 days of posting on YouTube every single day. So today I wanted to introduce a topic to you guys that I'm so passionate about and I think is really underrated while I am getting ready. So I have no idea how this is going to work out because I'm not sure if my mind can be in two places at once. So the topic I want to discuss today is praying. And oh my goodness, is this an underrated skill and gift we have from God, from the universe, from the divine, from beyond this world. And I will say that I can get pretty much any prayer answered. I will get literally every single one of my prayers answered if I just do a few key things. And I just want to talk about how important it is to pray, not just for, there's just not just for asking for something, but there is a release that happens when you pray. And there's just so many different angles that prayer hits that is beneficial to everybody. Like, I cannot, in any situation, prayer is helpful. When you are feeling your best and you just want something, you can pray for it. When you are feeling your worst and you feel like you need to be saved, you can pray that you will be saved, okay? And I promise you, if you have faith, if you believe, you will get your answered prayer, okay? So the first thing is I want to talk about prayer is that it is a gift. It is a gift from God. It is something that you cannot sever. It's a connection you have with God, okay? It's like WhatsApp on your phone and God is your contact, okay? We were born with this app in our bodies and our systems that we have access to God, and nothing can sever you away from that, okay? There is no sin. There is nothing you could do that would ever take you away from God, okay? So I just want you to know that, because I think a lot of people start condemning themselves and deeming themselves unworthy of something they already have. So, and that's when you just deny yourself of something that's already yours, which is kind of weird, you know? Like, right now I have a voice, I can speak, and if I just start deciding for myself that, you know what, like, I don't want to speak anymore, I don't have a voice, I could just stop talking and I could make that true for me. But it's not entirely true that I don't have a voice, it's just that I don't use it. But you know, you can create some beliefs so strong that disable you from receiving. And I think that if you start with prayer, you start practicing receiving with prayer, you will untangle a bunch of knots in your life and really get down to all those unworthy feelings kind of starting to naturally dissolve, because you will have your prayers answered. Okay, so the second thing I want to discuss is that you don't have to ask for physical things only. You can ask for God to change you on the inside. You can ask for God to change your desires. Oh my God, this is so huge. You can ask God for anything. And I feel like that is something you really only understand when you pray to change your ways, to change your old habits. You pray for someone else to change, because at this level, I mean, if you're probably watching this, you know that you can't change people, and you probably don't want to interfere with who someone else really is, but sometimes you just want better for someone, or you want a situation to become better. Like, I have prayed for the relationships in my family to become healed and better, but I don't want to, it's not that I'm opposed to taking action, it's just that I know I don't have all the answers, and I cannot, you know, I already know that one person cannot heal a whole entire family. So there's just one example of things that you can ask for that are not exactly extremely physical, you know? It's not like I'm asking God for a car or I don't know, a shoe or some money. And if you ask God, he will give you those things as well. But you can also ask for things like courage. You can ask for being fearless. You can ask for faith. You could literally ask God to make you closer to him so that you have a better relationship with him and you receive more. You can ask God, show me how to receive more. God, teach me how to do this. God, I want to do this, and I don't know how, but I believe you will handle it for me, and I'm just gonna keep praying for it and know that you're working on it. And I think this is a level way above law of attraction, because in law of attraction, the thing is, I firmly believe that if you do not believe in a creator, you're making this world really hard for you, because you think that you are on your own. And that kind of thinking is going to kind of be self-fulfilling. Like I said, like you can pretend that you don't have a connection to God. You can act like you don't, because you have free will, and God does not interfere with that. But kind of lost my train of thought. But a belief in God is going to take you so far. It's going to take you places a lot of people say you're going to go places you could never imagined. You're going to go places with God that you wish you had imagined. That like you will end up in a situation you're like, this is more than what I could have imagined. This is what I wish I could imagine. And it just showed up in front of me. And it was this new love, this new type of love I'm receiving it has to be from God, because this is otherworldly. You receive otherworldly feelings. You receive otherworldly lessons through a relationship with God. And the best part about praying, which is having a relationship with God, praying is communication with God, is that there's no consequences ever. There's never consequence. If you build relationships with people in real life, sometimes you can mess up, which is fine. Like, you can make mistakes, but you leave an impact on someone, and you can get yourself into sticky situations. And I always believe that there's a way out. I always believe that there's a way to heal. But with God, if you mess up, if you feel like you mess up with yourself, if you feel like you stumbled, or like you didn't keep your promise, there is no punishment. There is no punishment when you're standing with God, because he loves you so much. He will heal you from whatever. He will stick by your side no matter what you do. You could be the worst person in the world. You could be the worst person on the planet, and it won't take away the fact that God is with you. Now, I am not promoting being the worst person in the world. Okay, so let's jot that down. But I just wanted to introduce this fact today, that praying is there, communication with God is there, it's available, and that you can pray your way into getting anything you want. You can pray your way into changing who you are. And I can say this with complete confidence, because I came from the trenches emotionally, spiritually, and my self-worth. I genuinely believed, like, at some point in my life when I was extremely depressed, I would write down all my negative thoughts to kind of dissect them. And the things I wrote, I would write, I feel like I am not a human. I feel like I am less than a human, and I don't deserve human rights. Like, when you fundamentally treat yourself that way, that you are less than a person, even though physically it is impossible, you are so enabled with free will, you are so strong in your mind and in your heart and your soul, that you will act like you're less than a person and receive all this garbage. Like you are scum of the earth, because that's what you deeply believe. And praying to God has healed that in me. Praying to God and reading the Bible has healed that in me. And I firmly believe that whatever religion you follow, if you read that text, if you discover how much God loves you and adores you and cares for you, and how he is always fighting for you, he's always supplying your next need, your next want, he wants the best for you. If you just absorb that, receive those facts, and you talk to him, you pray to him, you will receive a life you wished you imagined. So this is just an introductory topic on praying and God, both topics I'm extremely passionate about, and I'm so excited to have more clarity in the coming days and really talk about this in a more structured way for everyone to understand and really absorb. All right, thanks. Bye.